What's up, everyone? Welcome back. My friend Kevin's here from Las Vegas, and he is a tattooer and all-around rad dude. And he's here for a few days, and we are in the process. I'm in the process of so much stuff. And as you guys know, I leave on Monday for the Rotiform trip, not knowing how long I'm going to be gone. I just know I'm going to be in LA for a week, but I know that I'm not flying home most likely. So more than likely going to be gone for 2 weeks. So because of that, as I've already mentioned, I need to be moved out of my shop by this weekend because I have to be moved out by the 1st of July, and I may be home after the 1st of July. So everything's got to be out. Hang out, move some cars around, prep for the trip next week. I've got some stuff that just came in the mail today, and I'm also working on the Rotiform key rings and some other things that I need apparently for the trip, and I don't know why yet, but here we go. All right, we got most everything loaded up, just the toolbox, welder, workbench, and the cars. That's it. What I'll do is I'll end up coming back today or in the next couple days to get the cars. All right, see if she starts. Oh, my back. Oh, all right. That carb is definitely dry as a bone. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Oh, we're alive. We're alive. Awesome. This trailer seems really big with this thing in it. All right, it's the next day, and preparation for leaving late Sunday night for Los Angeles for the Rotiform trip is in full swing now. So I talked about this in a previous episode, but I am back riding my signature frame that I designed in 2007 and rode through 2008 before riding for a few other companies. So I've rebuilt my signature frame. And unfortunately, I cracked the frame while riding in Massachusetts a couple weeks ago. So on this Rotiform trip, I don't really know what awaits me. I think I'm driving home from California. I don't know what in, I don't know over what timeline, but what I am gonna do is I am gonna bring my bike. Because if I'm driving cross country in June, I'm gonna bring my bike. Like, there's so much to ride, so many friends out there. So I'm faced with either fixing the crack or building my old Deco frame up. And that's Chad DeGroot's company. I rode for Deco from 2009 to like 2011-ish. And I still have that frame, freshly powder coated as well. But the geometry is completely different from my signature frame. And I just knew that I'd much rather be on this frame. So this is the crack. I've got it cleaned up. This is the damage. So as you can see, it cracked right along the weld of the gusset on the bottom tube to the head tube. And I'm not that good at TIG welding. I'm not. So what I'm gonna do is I called a friend of mine who is in town here, who's got a mobile welding company. And he's got a shop right in town. It's like a mile from my house here. And I'm gonna go down and see him today. So I'm gonna have someone who TIG welds every day do it, just so it's done right. And I don't have time to be practicing first and then doing it on this. And that's the way it is with me in TIG welding. I just MIG weld. That's all the welding I've ever done. And I really want to start focusing on practicing TIG welding and becoming proficient at it. But unfortunately, the hourglass is almost running out on prep time for this trip. I have so much to be doing now. So I'm going to be assembling the Rotiform leather key rings that I made, because apparently I need to be making merchandise to sell on this trip to fund my way home, which is why I think I'm driving home. I was up till 1:30 in the morning last night buffing and washing those key rings. And now that they've been washed and they've now dried overnight, I now have to assemble and rivet them. So now I'm going to sit downstairs, assemble all those key rings. I have Ludwig's Garage and Governor's Club orders to pack and send out. I know by the time this episode goes out, some of you guys may have your orders. I apologize that this has taken as long as it has. I know I'm about a few weeks behind on orders. It's just been utter insanity. All right, so we're here at Chris's shop. Chris has a local welding shop. He's also a mobile welder, and he's just setting up shop here right down the street from my house. And thankfully, he was around and was willing to take a look at this crack. So hopefully we are back up and running. And Kevin brought his bike, so maybe later today we are actually doing some stunts and some wheelies. That's it. Man. Really appreciate you taking a look at it, man. That's awesome. We're going to take Chris for a rip in Kevin's Tesla, because he's never been in a Tesla before. And if you've never been in a performance model Tesla, you got to go at least once. Yeah, we'll just go to my house and back real quick, because I know in town it's pretty wild right now. All right, dude, you ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Jesus. That's wild.
How insane! Even while I was driving, I thought I was gonna pass out. Because it doesn't. It only stopped because I got off the throttle.
That is wild.
You start feeling fuzzy in your head, you know? It makes me laugh every time I do it, because I'm like, this isn't real.
I'd have endless speeding tickets.
Oh yeah,
you can't have much concept of speed.
It's
because you don't feel anything.
No,
you don't
it's
feel
just
the road. You don't hear the noise.
You just get the head rush, and it's just bonkers.
Show them like the 50 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour.
All right, so we'll do a 50-mile-an-hour pull right here, going up the hill. And it won't stop. We're just going. Unreal. So when I was a kid, and even before I was born, my father and his good friend Jim Thomas raced together, and they raced a Chevelle, this Chevelle. My dad built the car, maintained the car. He was basically the car's builder, and Jim was the wheelman. And they raced on the ice and dirt circle track here in New Hampshire and in New England. And my father was actually the sitting chairman of the ice racing committee here in New Hampshire. And this Chevelle was unbeatable. My dad kept the car so tuned, and Jim just was such a good driver that the number 4 Chevelle was basically unbeatable in our area. My dad's got photos of Jim running the checkered flag, missing the whole right side front hub and wheel assembly. Like, finished the race on 3 wheels, keeping the pack behind him, and the car was just unbeatable. And this is the first time I've seen it probably since I've been able to develop memories. So, like, I don't remember ever seeing this car when I was a young kid. I was probably 5 or 6 maybe when they retired this car. And where Chris's shop is, Chris rents a shop bay out of Jim, and or out of Jim's shop, I should say. And the Chevelle's back here, and this is the first time I've ever walked back here, and it is really cool and sad to see the car sitting here. They've talked for years about restoring the car and putting it back on the track as like a nostalgia run, to just, let people see the car back out on the track again. But it's so cool because my dad was younger than I am now when he built this car and was maintaining it, which blows my mind. He was in his mid to late 20s all the way through his mid 30s or so when they were still racing this car. So it's really cool to see it. This is like my family's history in racing here. All right, guys, I've been assembling the key rings over the last couple of days just to kind of fill in some dead space, to continue getting things done. But what I didn't film was buffing and washing the key rings. As you can see, I use an arbor press and a metal rivet. It's a double cap rivet to basically rivet the split rings to the leather. So just finishing those up and continuing on with prep. Got so much more to do. All right, the key rings are done. I have to still get over to my unit, get the Corvair out, and finally move completely out of that shop space. That'll be today as well. Gonna pack the key rings up and await further instructions for the Rotiform trip. All I know is Carl Taylor switched the hotel on me last night, so I'm not staying in Seal Beach anymore. I'm in some other hotel.
What are you thinking about doing?
I don't know. So Kevin and I swung by the new local Meredith, New Hampshire skate park, which unfortunately, in my opinion, isn't as good as the old one, but it's here nonetheless, and we're grateful. We were literally just headed to get coffee, and as you guys know, I mean, leaving for the Rotiform trip in 2 days. But Kevin brought his bike on the cross-country trip of his, and I'm dialing mine in for the trip to California. And we decided to come down here and pedal around for a little bit before it got too hot. It's nice, but we're in all black, obviously, you're a solar panel. So gonna maybe film a couple little jib tricks and iced coffee. Couple quick clips. All right, we're here at the shop picking the Corvair up, and as you guys can see, there is nothing left in here. So this is the first time these 4 cars have all been in my driveway at the same time. All right, guys, here in the studio once again. This is basically the end of the episode, but I wanted to add this since I won't have time to get another episode up before I leave for Los Angeles Sunday night. Technically Monday morning, but as I'm recording this, it's Saturday night. So I need to include this because this is crucial. Carl Taylor just sent me another email with more information regarding my week in Los Angeles next week. Now, he's not giving me much, but this is what he's been trickling out to me in emails, keeping me on my toes. None of this is, there's some stuff that's planned out because I've had to know like really what's going on, but he's really done a good job keeping me in the dark and just kind of giving me the info as it comes in through emails. So this is what the email says. Just wanted to check in and give you a little reminder your flight leaves in 39 hours, 6 minutes at the time of writing this, if you still think this is a good idea. You will be pleased to know I have rebooked you a hotel, since he canceled the one he had booked for me before. But with that being said, now in all caps, you will be driving cross-country home after you check out on Friday morning. I have nothing planned for you when you land. I will be in the office in Irvine all day. Hotel check-in is at 4 p.m., so hit up some local friends you have in the area as you may require their help later in the week. Smiley face. Marketing manager, Carl Taylor. So I did suspect I'd be driving cross country. I did suspect this because it was a one-way flight to LA, and what we'd spitballed for plans way previous to this even coming to fruition kind of entailed road trip style challenges and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of thought that was going to be coming to pass on this trip. But Los Angeles friends, I'm going to be around all day Monday. So maybe I might need a ride getting picked up at the airport. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I need to call him when I land. So this kind of works very well with a plan B that I was trying to put together on this trip. Kind of aside from what Carl had going on, this will mesh real well. My friend Sutton from Morris Motors up in Walnut Grove, which is kind of up near San Francisco and Sacramento, puts on some cars and coffee events at his shop. And we've talked about trying to come out to one this summer. And he had one coming up on the 27th, which is 2 days after I apparently check out of my hotel in LA. So I don't know what I'm driving cross country. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is awaiting me. But I'm going to do my best to get up to Walnut Grove for the 27th on Sunday for Sutton's Cars and Coffee event. Because I'll be 6 hours away, 6 or 7 hours away. And it'll be worth trying to get up there. So any friends in the NorCal area, I think Sutton will be posting more about this Cars and Coffee event since I told him I was going to be in California. Knew this event was coming up the 27th. Really wanted to make it. But now that I'm driving home after I check out on Friday morning, I think I might be heading north. That's the latest I have. I need to pack. I have lots to do. I got to pack my bike up, get lots of things sorted out for the flight out. No idea how long I'm going to be on the road. But with that being said, stay tuned. Follow the Instagram because that'll be minute by minute stories and whatnot. But stay subscribed to the YouTube channel because I'm documenting this whole deal, every step of the way, putting out on the YouTube channel. Since it's confirmed I am driving home, I am absolutely bringing my bike, as I mentioned earlier in the episode. But I'm also going to do everything I can to meet up with you guys. I don't know what route I'm going to be going home yet, but keep an eye on both the episodes here and my Instagram because I'm going to reach out to you guys as I'm driving cross country. It's going to happen. I'm bringing my bike and I'm driving cross country, so we're going to hang out for sure. So that's it. That's all I got. Next episode will be me flying to Los Angeles and hanging out in the LA area on Monday before apparently this nonsense will actually start on Tuesday. So I hope to see some of you guys in Los Angeles or potentially on the drive home since there's a lot of ground to cover between Los Angeles and New Hampshire. But definitely hope to see you guys in the next episode to see how this Rotiform Challenge Accepted trip unfolds. We'll see you guys.